Hello and welcome back to Nunchaku, where today I'll be giving you 3 basic tips on how to improve your nunchuck spinning by using figure eights. Before I start out, I'd like to mention that there's a variety of new apparel, including shirts, sweatshirts, and a variety of other things in the store. If you'd like to check it out, be sure to look for the link in the description below. So let's begin. There are 4 basic types of figure eights. The first is a front grip slashing downwards. The next is a front grip slashing upwards. Then there is a back grip slashing downwards, and then a back grip slashing upwards. These are the 4 basic types, and they're useful to know in order to perform all sorts of moves. For each of these figure eights, there are 4 main entry and exit points. These are the lowest and highest points on each side. These are important to note because this is where you can bring your nunchuck into that spinning motion. The first tip is to use the 4 entry points in a figure eight in order to transition your nunchuck into that motion. What I mean by this is to use where the nunchuck will naturally flow in your move in order to transition from whatever you're doing into a figure eight. To do this, you have to realize in which direction your nunchuck is currently spinning and allow the nunchuck to transition into following the path of a figure eight as you're spinning it. For instance, if you're doing infinite back to back wrist rolls, you can use the momentum from that spin in order to transition into a figure eight in a fluid motion. By tracking the direction in which your nunchuck is spinning and making sure that you can align it with the motion of a figure eight, it will allow you to easily transition into that move. This can be done for each of the 4 types of figure eights if you pay attention and make sure that after you've performed your move, you're able to transition properly into a figure eight. The next tip is to use those 4 points in order to transition back out of the figure eight. Because a figure eight alone is not that impressive of a move, it is important to use those 4 points in order to transition into whatever move you would like to perform. You can do this by continuing the direction in which your nunchuck is spinning at any of these 4 points. This will allow you to smoothly and easily transition out of your figure eight. So for instance, you can do this by using the momentum from your figure eight in order to go into other moves like back grip to front grip wrist rolls and that sort. The final tip involves putting the first 2 together so that you're able to use the figure eight as a transitional move between different sections of your spinning routine. For instance, you can start out by performing a variety of moves before going into your figure eight, and then from your figure eight you can go into a whole set of new moves which will allow you to quickly and easily transition in a fluid motion. By using these 4 entry and exit points, you'll be able to easily transition into and out of figure eights, allowing you to vastly improve the fluidity of your spinning routines. In summary, the first tip is to use these 4 points of entry in order to bring your nunchucks into the figure eight pattern and allow you to begin spinning in that motion. The next tip is to use those 4 points again in order to transition out of that move and perform a variety of other moves. The third tip is to combine the first and the second so that you can transition into and out of figure eights, allowing you to keep your nunchuck spinning in a controlled manner. So I hope that you found this tutorial useful. Be sure to like and subscribe for more tutorials coming in the future, and go check out some of the other various nunchuck related tutorials that I have on my channel.